Let's take a look at all the newcomers as of lately. This is red. From Christina and Carissa. Looking good. This is Jabba from Drew and Maddie. The red tail. He's good too. There's Stevie from Drew and Maddie, the eyeless hybrid. Doing well. Hasn't started eating well yet. Jabba and Red are eating very well. He's red again. But he's still learning to recognize the new food. Stevie, Red, Jabba. Who else is in here? I don't think there's anybody else. The detailed black here in the back. Okay, let's look here. At Orlando's fish, there's a male Frontosa, getting better. Eyes have cleared up. Eyes were cloudy. The extensions are gone, or largely gone from the fins, but except for the bottom ones, for the pelvic fins. But I think this is Dorada's doing. The female is right there. She's putting a nip on the bottom of her tail, but other than that, not too bad. They're kind of still getting used to the tank too. For some time, the first day or so, they were in this corner. Then for several days, they were in the back by the drains. And since today, I'm seeing him here, but I don't know why they're separate. They usually are next to each other, the female and the male. This is Mr. Scat. I don't know if it's normal, but he's breathing fast. And I have not seen him eat yet. The Frontosas are eating pellets. They started eating 2 hours after being in the tank. I don't know if you noticed that this cat just had a tremor or something. I mean, he shook very quickly. I hope he's okay. They're not over their violent rehoming yet, so I don't expect perfection right now. But his gill is working very fast on the right hand side, but not so much on the left hand side, which is strange. Perhaps he picked up some new pathogens in the tank and has to develop an immunity to them. Alright, John's Albino Oscar, doing well, eating well and hanging with the rest of the Oscars now. The last is Orlando's Brycon. Here he comes towards us. There he is. He's got a bruise on the nose, a few scales missing from the side, but other than that he's not too bad, considering his company of 11 golden dorado. He keeps going around, so it's hard to see him up close. There he is. His upper body above the lateral line became very dark, as you can see. I hope that means that he's comfortable. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this tank out of the recent additions. Let's go look at 2xHybrid and conclude with the Piraiba. 2xHybrid was doing very well for the first week or so, and then recently he began receiving some whooping from, I assume, from the ticks, because he no longer wants to be around where the ticks are in any of these caves or under them. He doesn't want to be. It's just a eel sleeping in the back. So I think it's the ticks that don't like him, don't let him be there. And he started eating also very well, but I don't know, when did I feed him? Yesterday he skipped a meal, so that's not a good sign. If this continues like that, I'm gonna have to try a different tank for him. Alright, and the last is the Piraiba, my greatest worry and struggle. It's been 4 days now. As you can see, I'm still stressing out a little bit the old inhabitants. The paroons are my target. Actually, the big paroon probably. The big hybrid and the Indian shovelnose. But the damage from the biting is kind of latent, so it develops over some time, over a few days. And I can see that the lower lobe of the Piraiba's tail is gonna just fall off eventually, pretty soon. At least there will be some left of the upper lobe. Fun-sized Kuma is hovering in that spot all the time, for the most part. Sometimes he swims around, but he doesn't go to the bottom because of the, I'm pretty sure because of the Indian shovelnose. And many times a day I use one of these nets to push the paroon, the big one, around a little bit, make it run away, get scared, so it doesn't get any ideas. I'm pretty sure it's paroon's done the most biting to the Piraiba. I got a little complacent or content and haven't tracked the Piraiba on the second day, because the first day was more or less stable, I thought, and I fed everybody. As best as I could. But that second day was crucial. That's when they were biting the Piraiba, and that's when the most damage had been done. My bad again. Alright, that's a little update. Yeah, I just measured our water. It's on the softer side than our average. So I think the Scat is not liking the too soft water. It's probably about 70. about 160 ppm right now. I'm gonna up the amount of well water that I'm mixing into the RO water as the overall water supply and see if it makes a difference. Forgot about the bichers. They haven't eaten yet, but they look okay. No problem with them.